With this, somebody just suggested, are you going to get any of the royalties off of It Was Always the Jags?
I think the Jags trademarked it. So me and Jersey Jerry fumbled the bag. So
We'll just get that one on the record. Dewey, when you look back at where you, the guys that were here last year, were this time a year ago, how would you assess the last 365 days?
it was one of the most fun years of my career. I can only speak for myself, but just the work we put in. Doug just talked about it. It started in OTAs and the habits you built then, and how it paid off down the stretch. And Doug was saying the same things in OTAs that he was saying mid-season about playing meaningful games in December and January. And we never lost faith in that vision. And to see how just going back to work, the outcomes were what they were, but we just put the work in and let fate and our faith in God take care of the rest. And to look back on it in retrospect is it's awesome. And I know everyone in this city, all you guys even reporting, it's more fun to report. It's more fun to play. Everything's more fun when you're winning, right? I mean, that's the end-all, be-all. So it's definitely a good taste going into the offseason, whether, we lost to Kansas City, yes, but and I've never really been a moral victory guy in my life, but from where we've came, from what I've seen, being here for going on 5 years now, what I've seen to what happened this year, it's like special. Special, is it not? It was always the Jags. So
Trevor said post-game it's equal parts disappointing, equal parts proud. That's 48 hours ago almost. How does this locker room compare now to obviously what it was on Saturday, which was an emotional scene?
yeah, it was emotional. It's tough because guys are free agents, this and that, and it's never going to be the same exact 53 guys. It'll never be like that. But it's just tough knowing that it is a business, and we may not all be here, but at least we got to do something noble together. We can't control the rest. Hopefully we'll all be here, but it was the emotion, I would say, was more of just being proud that we were all able to do something like that together.
What are you personally most proud of your game, your off the field this past year?
I think I'm just more proud of what I did in the offseason. The second you think you've made it in this league, you haven't, and the second you slack off, it'll come back and bite you. And I'm a big believer in pain of discipline over pain of regret, and I really, I'm not regretting a lot from this year. I put the work in. I dotted my I's, I crossed my T's, I controlled what I could control, and after that, it's all up to God after that. And I stayed 10 toes down. I trusted myself, I trusted my training, and just let everything fall where it may. And it was fun. It's beautiful. Life is beautiful.
Don't cry too much, but have you had any conversations with Trent, with anybody in the front office about staying in Jacksonville?
I have not. We will talk about that today, so I can't comment there. But I know for myself, I'd love to be back. I love this city. I love these fans, love this team, love this culture, love the environment, and we'll see what happens.
3 years ago, I told you we'd be having this conversation. What would your reaction be?
What would my reaction be? I don't know. I've always just loved football. I've always believed I could do anything I put my mind to. So I probably would have said, yeah, I can do that. But at the same time, things just work out. Somehow things in my life have just worked out, and it's all God. And I just that's it. It's all God. I can thank God at the end of the day. That's it.
Was it an emotional last meeting with the team this morning?
Yeah, I would say yeah. But like you said, how Trevor talked about it, there's equal parts disappointment, but equal parts, happiness of, whether, if you don't win the Super Bowl, you're always going to be disappointed. So it's a very thin line, but I would say everyone's just proud of what we did.